When I first saw the SkyVault collector and the entire unit assembled with the amplifier, my first thought was, the mothership has landed. That looks like a spaceship. I literally thought aliens were gonna come out of the bottom of it.
That's the beauty of it. It's got different components, different things. Somebody's gonna come up with something to put at the bottom to bling it up or sparkle it up.
Honestly, Solatube International, we continue to push the envelope with our system. We needed a bigger product, we needed to offer more daylight into these larger spaces, and we really haven't seen competitors do that.
They just keep on coming up with great, innovative product that just doesn't stop. Their R&D department is like top secret. It's like the guys in the white coats walking around with the key cards. You can't even get in there.
It is so unique and so different than anything else out on the market, and it actually works. It's not only visibly appealing, it's extremely effective, and we're really excited to get it out there.
The SkyVault product is very innovative in that it is a modular system. So we basically have 3 different modules that work together to change how we utilize daylight. Everything is based on the core unit. That is our basic aperture in the building. And then to that basic aperture, we can change the amount of daylight we can collect through the new collector system, or how we focus light onto the floor plane or task plane below using the amplifier. So the beauty of this modular system now is that you have a single product line that can be applied in different ways to address any climate needs anywhere in the world.
We designed the SkyVault series to be a modular system. What's important about that is it allows the system to be somewhat reconfigurable if a space ever changes. You could actually go into a space and install our core units. Depending on what you want to do in this space, you can add components to either increase the light output or to focus the light where you want it. And you do that by adding either the collector or the amplifier.
As an architect, you want to be able to control the light. And so with our product, especially with the collector and the amplifier modular add-ons to the SkyVault series, you're actually able to direct and manipulate the light to what you need it to be, whether it's focus the daylight or spread it evenly throughout a room.
The SkyVault collector allows us to collect low-angle light and redirect it into the rest of the SkyVault daylighting system very efficiently, allowing us to utilize light during hours of the day that a traditional skylight could not collect. So as a result, we can have much better illumination, much more consistent illumination throughout the entire day, fully daylighting a space for the majority of occupied hours.
The SkyVault amplifier is a unique enhancement that we can add to the SkyVault core unit. And what it's designed for is spaces that want to bring light down to the task level. And what the amplifier does is it actually reorients the light rays at the inside of the unit to hit the diffuser at a more effective angle. So it drives light down to the task level rather than spreading it high up directly below the diffuser.
The SkyVault system and its various modules offer a great deal of flexibility for the designer. So for the first time, the architect has a product that allows them to harvest vast amounts of daylight and have very strong and very precise optical control with how that light enters their space or their building to create a unique aesthetic within a building space that they could never do with any other daylighting system before.
The benefit would be that we could lay it out in a general pattern, lay out the penetrations through the roof in a general pattern, and then adjust how we would put the different components on depending on what's happening underneath. And I believe the other thing would be a lot of spaces like that change the way they operate. And so you could adjust and change the pieces on the bottom afterwards if needed, if they change the way the building is being used.
When working with traditional skylights, you're getting transitional daylight throughout the day. What's interesting and exciting about our product is we're offering performance consistency with our daylight. You're not getting a transitional daylight throughout the room. You're not getting movement of daylight throughout the room. It's an even spread of daylight throughout the day.
The limitations that I see with traditional skylights is the lack of ability to control the light that's coming into the space or direct the light that's coming into the space, as well as some challenges with the thermal properties of it. Sometimes you'll get direct sunlight through it. It doesn't always capture the lower sun angles. It's harder to control the light once it gets into the space. The SkyVault helps to defeat that by capturing the lower sun angles with the collection system that it has at the top and distributing it inside the space. And with the different features that it have, we can change the way that it distributes within the space, either higher on the walls or punching it down to the floor plane where we need it on a work surface. So it gives you a lot more options than a traditional skylight would.
When you have a lot of daylight coming into the building, often there's a lot of heat associated with it in the warmer climates during warm times of the year. In colder climates or during the winter, that heated air inside the building can be lost through those openings in the building envelope. So it's very difficult to have good daylighting and efficient thermal performance of a building.
One of the issues that architects and designers face when they do traditional daylighting strategies is that to get the even illumination in a facility or in a building, they have to open up a significant amount of a wall or the roof to let the light in. But when you do that, you get intense solar heat gain into the facility, or you also lose the ability to control how much heat or your cooling load is lost throughout that opening. So we minimize that by having the smallest opening that we can and optimizing the amount of light that's introduced into that. So with Solatube, we have significantly less thermal impact on the building than a traditional skylight would have.
So I love lighting design. I love how we can reveal a space in very creative ways. And with SkyVault, we have a product that allows us to mix and match components or modules and actually apply light in different ways within a single space. So we can actually focus light in specific areas and create drama, or we can use the SkyVault core without an amplifier to wash walls. And we can actually now create this very dynamic space with very differing effects, all by changing how we apply the various modules to a single space.
I think folks are getting more excited about bringing passive daylight and reducing their energy bills. So for designers to have different opportunities to bring daylight within a space, whether that's a general office space or kind of a high bay warehouse or manufacturing space, and have opportunities to bring that light in, high quality daylight within that space is a benefit.
Every building is unique. Every site has unique characteristics regarding the climate, and being able to mix and match components really allows you to tailor the solution to address that job site or that building. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
So with the SkyVault product, we have this incredible way of collecting light and bringing daylight or controlled daylight into a space. And we can apply daylight in creative ways where architects have had to use electric lights in the past. But now we're doing it with daylight, with all the inherent benefits and the dynamic nature of daylight that brings life to a space.
With the modular system, we give the flexibility for the architect and or the installer to add or take away components they need to control or to deliver the type of lighting that they want in the building. So they can start with the core unit, that would be more of a just traditional lighting or skylighting of the building. Then they can add the collector on top to enhance the light output of the unit, and they can add the amplifier on the bottom of the system to focus the light where they want it.
I think that especially in the last 10 or 20 years, traditional skylights have been the same throughout. There's always the same challenges. And so having this new system, we can rethink what we're able to do with daylighting in a space. And I see electric lights becoming more and more insignificant.
Well, I think what they're capturing is the same thing they're doing on their smaller versions. They're using the different sun angles and are able to capture them and funnel them into the space in a way that is very efficient and high performing, and that's what we want. We want to bring as much daylight in as we can with as little heat and glare. I think they're they're doing that again with this new system.
It's innovative, and it's really an award-winning type of product for large spaces, whether it be warehouses or convention centers or schools or auditoriums and gymnasiums. All these spaces are flooded with fluorescent, awful, non-human kind of light that are sucking energy. So this is a brilliant idea that brings efficiency, economy, and sustainability to another new product, which is big box architecture.
Why is SkyVault the most advanced daylighting solution for big spaces? There's really nothing else like it on the market. It's designed to be totally configurable so that you can really bring daylight where you need it, when you need it, regardless of climate, regardless of geographic location, and regardless of the space type that you have.